Hello and welcome to yet another episode on the body and the mind. May this new year find you in the best of fitness and health, and I have taken a new year resolution to practice yoga in my daily timetable of life. Today we are going to talk about children and yoga, and it's going to be really entertaining, enthusiastic and informative when you talk about children and yoga. How does yoga help in the studies of a child, the day-to-day curriculum of a child, even with respect to his physical activities, his games and so on, just like every child has to play and study?
Yeah, actually yoga, if we broadly describe, is giving the entire aspects of the personality for a child. So whenever a child is made to understand his physical strength by giving him, like for example, to increase your strength in the body, we have all the stretches. That's why I say in nature, if you observe all animals, they don't go to any gym or take weights or anything. They just basically stretch. Whenever they stretch and their movements itself is combined with the breathing, that adds power to their movements. Yoga, if you see, the basic traditional authentic yoga is Hatha Yoga, from which all other forms have manifested. Like we have these today aerobics type and fast dance yoga and so many things people do. But the basic thing is Hatha means Ha and Tha. The entire concepts of this principles is dead. So what happens is all the physical stretches are being done. So whenever this is done, what happens? All the major systems of the body gets activated. It can be your respiratory system, all the muscles get toned. You have this circulatory system, the nervous system, all the endocrine glands, digestive, eliminative system. When all these systems operate, automatically your physical body is in good shape. So and plus along with it you learn the breathing techniques. So what happens? Your lung capacity also increases. So whenever if you see a person who is swimming, who is a swimmer, a person who is doing the pranayam and breathing techniques who have understood and is practicing, when he swims, he'll be much more comfortable than a person who does not do any pranayam. So a child, when they imbibe this knowledge about breathing techniques, how to hold the breath, they are very powerful. Your lung capacity is too much. It is said 450 cubic is our lung capacity, size of a tennis court. But we just do little of running we do and we are not able to hold because we start gasping. Lung capacity is there, but we are not utilizing. So 50% if you are taking the breath, you are getting life only 50%. So this knowledge of yoga basically onto the physical level by improving the strength of the muscles by coordination and stretches, increases the strength in the body. Breathing techniques gives up the current in the body, more and more energy is developed in the body. And plus the child, when they imbibe with this knowledge, their emotions, how it operates, all this is based on their understanding. So when all these avenues of a personality is dealt with, the child can broaden up. Not getting agitated, frustrated for small things. So what happens, like children, if you observe, they fight, but next moment they are enjoying themselves. But when we fight, we go for years. Why? The child is able to accept it faster. Especially when we bring them into that stage, they carry on with their life beautifully. But we, after a certain stage, we are not able to accept a situation. So yoga is one knowledge that can help a person to understand things much broader. So today science and technology has developed, but the human mind is not developed. So what is happening? Though science and technology has developed to the optimum, since our mind is not developed, our narrow outlook uses the most modern technology to destroy things rather than helping the world.
Okay.
So our outlook has to be changed. So child, when they are broadened in their outlook, whether it is their studies, today if you see sports for example, it's more like a fighting rather than a game. All of us, we need to understand, for us to enjoy a game, the opponent should be equally strong. Then only that game is beautiful. If a person is very weak, how can you enjoy a game? It is not the winning or losing, but the game that is important. Winning and losing is the spirit of the game. Yoga develops beautiful sportsmen because they can understand things much better. And it's your efficiency, your power that can make it the best. So in all activities, whether it is studies,
games,
The world today, I am telling you, should have this knowledge inbuilt into them, so that everyone becomes into a state that he understands himself much better. That's why I say, you know yourself, you start loving yourself, then you'll start knowing and loving others also like yourself. Because basically we are all the same.
Okay.
So yoga basically helps a person to understand. Today, see, so many problems are going on in the world. Why? Because we don't know what is happening. We are not able to accept certain things. See, when you see a person, a stranger, first time you may not understand him. You may be in a doubt whether to meet him or 10 days he lives with you. He becomes accustomed to you. You can't leave him. This is the state with every person today. Today we have like 109th batch of Rhythm of Life is just over. Every batch we have almost 10 or 15 or 20 at the batch. First time they come, they're all like, we don't know each other. The other day one of our meditator was telling, there's 16 meditators in this room. How can we, she was thinking, how can I do classes here with so many people? You know what she has told on the 10th day? I was thinking, if any one of us is not there, how can I be here?
So much involved.
See, what happens is, it's because every person in the world is unique. There's no duplicate. It's only a matter of time that we need to get accustomed to people. You will understand all are beautiful. The world itself is a beautiful place. But the problem is we are not able to accept situation, people, circumstances. So why? Our outlook has to be broadened. This can come only when you really learn the art of managing oneself and to understand yourself, so you can be in harmony with yourself. Your harmony can give harmony to others. So to a child, to be in harmony is already in harmony.
It's already there.
So it's already in harmony. Let us not destroy them by putting disharmony into them. What are we doing? We are putting disharmony into them by various limited knowledge. My people, my setup, my sect, my community. You are inculcating limitedness into them. Their true nature is unlimited. So what happens is, when you start accepting, the child enjoys his game, he has his good health, he has everything, and he's a wonderful citizen for the world tomorrow.
Correct.
That's why yoga is a beautiful knowledge, because it's nothing but it's a science about your personality. Your means every human personality.
Mentally retarded or
for physically challenged children also.
Can we use that word, mentally retarded? Or
we see it today is physically challenged, physically challenged.
Or physically handicapped people.
Physically challenged is better, or abnormalities in their learning process.
Okay. Now, what is the role of yoga, or can yoga help a child who is physically retarded or mentally retarded, or having a physical problem, or born with a physical problem, or then gets a physical problem later on after birth? So in similar conditions, what is the help of yoga in this?
See, yoga, actually, since yoga is the management principles on every human body, about the creation of more current into the body, and see, abnormalities can be on the physical plane for a child or any person. Abnormalities can be because of the current energy in the body. Abnormalities can be because of the mind not getting, or rather not being channelized. Abnormalities can be because of the understanding of the child. So these abnormalities can be rectified through various aspects. For example, a child who is not able to understand things, but physically they may be able to do certain things. So what we do is, we give them certain stretches to do. We do it, we make them do it, we support them. So what happens during the stretches, they get accustomed to this pattern. So they get used to it. The mind starts inculcating that pattern. So in either way, we should see how the child is. According to the child's present state, we can modulate in various patterns to get into the child, either through the physical stretch, or through the breathing techniques, or with mind emotions, or what we do. Plus, if the child is able to understand but not able to do physically, we can put it through the understanding sheet. So yoga in different dimensions can operate on the child to get the best out of the child. So it is very good and effective in any type of disorders.
Irrespective of what?
Irrespective of any, because you are dealing with the same personality of the child.
So it's got nothing to do if you are physically or...
You can do to the optimum, because once through the knowledge of yoga, we can help the child to the optimum. Because various other things you specifically do only for physiotherapy, you just do. In yoga, we act with all dimensions of the child.
Okay.
Whether it is through the mind, or the breathing, or the physical body, or through the understanding. Or certain by we just close our eyes and we try to support by passing energy to the child, the divine nature. So all these qualities of our perception and understanding which we have, we can start imbibing into a child who requires that support. And every child, if you observe, in some way or other, we can link to them. They will come because our true nature is universal love, that is inbuilt in every child. So that link gets us into them, and this knowledge can put them back to this, in whatever way we can support them, we can do it to the optimum.
MSI Ship Management Private Limited, leading provider of one-stop high-quality marine services, offers a wide array of services from technical ship management and crew management, new building supervision, repair and engineering services, bunker brokerage, ship broking, ship agency, manpower supply, marine fuel services, surveys and inspection of ships. MSI Ship Management Private Limited. Client-focused, tailor-made solutions. The biggest names in the shipping industry now have a common and trusted choice when it comes to urgent and reliable repairs at Singapore. Seagull Marine. Providing specialized repair, steel renewals, maintenance, reconditioning services and trading of engineering components for worldwide shipping, offshore marine installations, industrial plants and power stations. Seagull Marine is the only independent repair specialist to offer ship owners, managers and OEMs all-inclusive worldwide service. With shipyard representations in Europe and China, our services now have a wider reach. We treat even the most urgent repairs with special care. That's why we have some of the best names trusting us, and with one of the longest smiles. Seagull Marine. Serving the industry through round-the-clock service, dedicated workforce, quality workmanship, and one belief that safe ships make good voyages. Biz TV.
Hi, and welcome to Marine Biz TV. You're watching the world's first global maritime TV channel.
Tell us something about sun salutations and how does it help human beings in their mental and physical wellness?
Yeah. Actually, today sun does not require our salutations, first of all.
It's self-dependent.
See, sun salutation is because today whatever said and done in the world, we have different people, different, everything is there, we know everything. We say, God is doing to me everything, He is giving me everything, God does that for me, this God does this for me. So many things we say, but ultimately if you observe, it is the sun who comes every day to give us everything. Whatever said and done, tomorrow the sun is not there, no life is there, you will have only books and theories.
Correct.
So the seen energy in this world is the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you have a child. You take care of the child from the rock bottom, you give life to the child, you take care, spend sleepless nights, take him and you say, give him education, everything. And finally the child has grown up big now. Starts understanding things. And then now the child says, God has given me everything. Daddy and mommy, yeah, because how will you feel?
Really. I think that's what is happening.
See, God is there, that doesn't mean God is not there. But at the same time, who has done this everything to you? It is the person who has been a God for the child. It's you in physical form. So the same thing if you observe in this world, sun is the physical form that gives brightness, life, activity, everything to this world of nature.
Energy as well.
The source can be different. We do not know the source. But that is the life. Now, why sun salutation is important is because whenever you stand in the early morning sun, the infrared rays coming from it, first of all, destroys all the unwanted viruses and bacteria from the system. Because we accumulate so many things on day-to-day life. Plus, the energy goes into the system. Now, whenever you do sun salutations in the early morning, sun salutation, first of all, is a set of practice. Mm-hmm. It is about 24 steps in sun salutations, like 24 hours in a day. 24 steps is what sun salutation is, basically. Mm-hmm. And the sun salutation, each posture that we do has its own benefit. But when we do it as a cumulative practice, it adds on to plenty of other benefits in this process. Mm-hmm. So sun salutation, if you observe, whenever we do the sun salutation, we do it facing the east. Mm-hmm. Why east? It's again the scientific reason, We also do it facing the north. North or east is preferable.
Okay.
North is because the Earth's magnetic field is on the north. So anything that you do, for your personal practice, it's always good to do facing north. But when you lie down, you don't keep your head on the north.
Put it the other way.
Yeah, because the ions get attracted. But here, when you see the sun in the early morning, if you can do. Otherwise, if you don't see the sun also, no problem. Now people say, I can't see the sun, I'm not doing sun salutation. Nothing like that. You can still do it. So whenever you do sun salutations, you are first activating almost 186 muscles of your body. This actually, sun salutations, whenever you do it, 24 steps is what is there in the sun salutations. So when you do it as a combined practice, it activates, first of all, 186 muscles of the body. And whenever we do this stretch, what happens is, you are inhaling, and your inhalation or the breath that we do improves your lung capacity, wherein more and more oxygen you take. when more and more oxygen you take, automatically the oxygen is absorbed into the system. And this helps to improve your circulatory system. All the impurities in the body are immediately flushing the impurities back into the lungs. So it purifies your respiratory and the circulatory system starts improving. Once this is done, and when you do the stretches, your nervous system, entire nerves of the body are stretched and massaged during the process. So your nervous system is also activated. When the nervous system is activated, automatically your digestive and eliminative system achieves its optimum in its operation.
So that much important this thing is.
Very, very powerful it is. And whenever you do this, immediately what happens is your endocrine glands or any type of hormonal imbalances is rectified because all systems operate beautifully. Whenever all the systems operate and your hormonal metabolism or hormonal imbalances are all rectified, you are having perfect health. When this is there, your psychic system is also strong. You want to do things. You are more. See, have you noticed whenever you are tired or sick, you don't want to do anything. But whereas you are healthy, you are energetic, you want to do everything. That's how it is. So Surya Namaskara basically is the best thing for you to practice. And how much place do you require? Hardly a place that you need to have to sleep. And just doing at least 12 to 13 or 14 Surya Namaskaras every day. What do you require? Simple food, fresh air and a small space. You can take care of your health beautifully. You don't have to go to this sophisticated place and wait, and not required actually. Even any person without any money, he can practice it. Anyone in the world, you don't have to go to any hospital.
That's the beauty.
That's the beauty of it. As simple, the less time. If you don't have any time to do any exercise or run to the gym or exercise, just do sun salutations at least 12 to 15 every day. Your day is set, your life is set. Now, this is only the preliminary of the aspects or the benefits of sun salutations. As we progress, we do more with focus on the breathing, holding on the breath in each posture, which really gives you the optimum benefit in its operation. As we progress again, we observe the awareness points, the energy levels of the body. You close your eyes and just focus on the energy points in the body. It takes you to a fantastic state wherein you will never feel tired. Even 20, 25, 30 Surya Namaskaras, you will just go beautifully. And there is also a sound vibration that we chant. Sound vibration, I think all of us knows. It says, in our brain there is almost billions of neurons in the brain. Each neuron, we can call it as a miniature sun. So this, whenever you are chanting the vibrations, you are actually linking the neurons in the brain to connect and to give you the maximum knowledge also. So actually, though you are seeing the external sun and doing, actually by closing your eyes and getting into a deep state of meditation with the chanting, you are actually triggering the neurons in the brain, the billions of suns within you, to open up your knowledge or enlighten you on the fantastic capacity that a human being has. So though we say it is the external sun, you are actually addressing, that's why 2 to 13 billion neurons are there. Each neuron is equivalent to 1 Pentium chip of your computer. So today we have 4 Pentiums, 5 Pentiums. We say, imagine if your brain is all connected. So every time you chant the mantra, the sound vibration, you are actually connecting the neurons in the brain to start helping you to gain the highest of knowledge. So first, once you get into the highest state, Surya Namaskara is a one system that touches your body, your breath, your mind, your higher faculties, and into a divine state of meditation. So it's a wonderful. Today, the World Health Organization has said that this is one of the best form of exercise. But this was known to us thousands of years back. We are like monkeys with diamonds in hands. We do not know the value unless someone says we do not know the value about it. So everyone, if we can at least practice to start with 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, I am telling you, your day is set. You don't have to run around all over the place to keep your health. So it's one of the best, the simplest, the most available, without cost, free, with the simplest of food, which you can maintain your health. This is the simplest of knowledge which we have, which we are not utilizing.
So we should practice it.
We have to.